Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Teo the Blind Bassist, and on today's video, I'll show you a little bit of my process when I decide to make a beat. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, once again, welcome back to the channel. This is the Blind Bassist. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram as The Blind Bassist. Also send me an email, theblindbassist@gmail.com. All right, today, was one of those mornings where I just woke up with a bass line just randomly rolling through my head. Happens sometimes. You could be having your cup of coffee, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you just hear that repeating bass line going through your head. Next thing I know, I'm humming this bass line over and over and just can't stop walking around the house.
Do, 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 do.
Of course, being a bass player, I tend to hear bass lines first, so a lot of my creations come out of hearing the bass line. So of course, next thing I do after I kind of solidify the melody in my head is I move over to my instrument and try to play it on my instrument. Next up, I try to hear the chords in my head. Piano's not my main instrument, but I do okay on it. And something about an acoustic piano, when I sit down at a real acoustic piano with strings, just gives me more inspiration to find the sound I'm looking for. And even though I'm by no means a drummer, I'll sit down at the drum kit and try to play out a simple beat of what I hear in my head, hoping that I, think of some part that's actually realistic that a real drummer can play. Kind of gives me ideas of what I want to do when I get to the part where I enter it to MIDI. After I've got it mostly in my head, then it's time to step over to the computer and start recording my bass line and start playing my MIDI keyboard to put in, all the rest of the parts. Well guys, after the recording process begins the entering the MIDI notes, and here's what I got going so far. Now it's the hard part for the blind man to try to do the mixing and finish up the beat, add some other layers, but I just thought I'd show y'all a little bit of that, let y'all into my process. Now thank y'all for liking the video, subscribing. Please let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you'd like to see from me in the future, and we'll talk to y'all soon.